Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Scary face, no makeup. I'm going to do my foundation routine, the products I'm using at the moment. My foundations change quite a bit as I have quite a few foundations, but this one is my favourite of the moment, and it is Maybelline's Instant Anti-Age. And the rest of it's in foreign, and it's beige cashmere. Even though I usually use an ivory in most colours, this is very much the colour of ivory. It's not beige at all, and it matches in with my skin tone perfectly. The primer I'm going to use, this is new, I've only used it a few times. Oops, I moved my mirror, just knocking it. It's number 7, well, do they call it number 17 now, or is it just 17? I think it's just 17. And it's Stay Time Long Wear Primer for makeup that stays put. And so far, I'm quite liking it. On the back it says, it's time that your makeup had staying power. This light liquid primer works as a glue to keep foundation on and on. Makeup stays put all day. It's time to stay time. I do put some rubbish on the backs of products sometimes. Maybe I just didn't read that properly. But yeah, I'm liking that so far. It has a slightly tinted colour. I just pop that on my face so I don't waste it. But when you rub it all over your face, you'll see in a moment, it really evens out your skin tone. Well, I think it does mine anyway. Contour, we'll be using the Booty UK. For concealer, we're using LA Girl Pro. For powder, we are using Essence All About Matte. Oh, I've got itchy head. Hairspray is making me itch. For blusher, we're using Benefit Rockateur. And for highlight, if I use a highlight, sometimes I don't with this because it has quite a sheen of its own, is the Revolution Vivid Baked in Peach Lights. It's not that peach, it's quite pinky, I think, anyway. So, shall we get on? I'll put my mirror back. I'll zoom you in a tiny little bit. Don't want to be too far in. Excuse my grey hairs. My hair needs doing. Again, can't seem to keep up with it. I'll rub that little bit in. I just put on there. You don't need very much at all, really. You don't need too much. And I just bring my hair in the way. I just rub that in with my fingers because I feel that it warms up the product and it gets into your skin better. And I just rub that all over. Some people just, if you've got open pores, some people just put it on where the pores are, but I tend to just put mine all over, and I say it just, I mean, I think this one is more for making your foundation stick rather than covering pores, because it doesn't say anything about covering your pores on this one. But I think it should do to a certain extent. There you go. You see what I mean about it? It sort of has a little bit of a tint going on. And it does make your face look more even. Sorry. I'm going to put on the... Oh, I can't get the lid off. This is one that has a sponge on the top, and you wind the sponge for it to come out wherever it's going to come out, and keep wanting to look in my boo finder. I wish I could. I wish my wish my eyesight was good enough to do that. Right, let's put some on and we'll see if we need any more in a bit. I'm using buffing brush from Real Techniques, Samantha Chapman's range. So I'm just going to buff that in. I'm just looking out my window. It looks to be quite a nice day. I think it's really cold though. There's no sunshine, but they've got fairly clear sky. But on the radio and the TV, on the weather reports, they were saying that we were supposed to get snow and sleet and rain. It's supposed to be really horrible. But it doesn't look horrible so far. Just popping a little bit more on there. I managed to get my bun up in one foul sweep this morning. Went straight up without having to mess around with it. That's good for my arms because, arms are killing me at the moment. My arthritis is really playing up. And that's why I haven't been putting my hair up that much, except for, side ponytail or a ponytail or my side plait. That's all I've really been doing. And I thought I fancied a bun today. So I thought, rather than going up there, I thought I'd do it there on the side. It'd be better for my arms, and I was pleasantly surprised. I want to find a got some hair sticking out there. I want to find a smaller donut, so I can make a little bit more of a smaller bun. That's if my if all my hair will go, round it. There, I think we are buffed in. You buff it in well, it looks like your own skin. Right, this one is awfully messy because you've got foundation still in the sponge and it sort of gets all over the cap, so I apologise for that. Alright, we'll go for the LA Pro Concealer, and this is in Classic Ivory, just there. And this is on a brush. You just squeeze the tube and it comes out the end where it's supposed to. Wait a minute, it's going to squirt everywhere. I did that the other day and it squirted all over my big mirror in front of, because I stand up here, there's a great big mirror. I think you've seen it in some of my videos, and it was one hell of a job to get it off. Oh, what a mess. Come on. Took me ages. Alright, excuse the bags and the dark circles. I had a terrible night's sleep last night. I fell asleep in my chair downstairs. And we were watching a film. Can't remember what it's called now. It's been out for quite a while. Has Denzel Washington, I think it's Denzel Washington in it. Maybe it wasn't Denzel Washington. But it's about this train that in America that's going high speed. It runs away with itself without a driver. And it's going at 80 and 90 miles an hour. and there's this curve, really big curve in the track that it's going to come up to, they have to get it slowed down before it gets to this curve in the line, because it's on stilts, this curve, and underneath it is fuel tanks, and there's a town and whatever. It was quite good actually. Quite enjoyed it. Missed half an hour of it, but I managed to catch up. Oh, this is an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. Forgot to tell you. It's quite good. Quite like it. It's a new buy. Got it I think a week or so ago now. It's really cheap. Quite like e.l.f. brushes. Just going to do where my glasses make a red mark, but they will come back when I put them back on. Just blend that in. It's really, really soft brush, and it really does blend your concealer in really well. I forgot to do around my nose. Excuse for the coughing. Sorry. Just I'll powder first, and then I'll clean off my nose stud. For my powder brush, I'm using an Eco Tools big fluffy brush. It doesn't say what brush it is. So I'm just going to under my eyes first. It's a lovely lightweight powder. You'd think, you know, scared. I mean, first time it was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, one of you. I forgot who I was talking to then, and I went to get it, and I saw it was white, and I thought, ooh, I nearly didn't get it. And I thought, well, she said it was good, I'll give it a try, and I like it. You can see that. It's a really nice powder. e.l.f. do one as well. I have that as well. Which I shouldn't have been scared of it really, should I? Because I have got the e.l.f. one. That's a loose powder. But I actually like this better. I'm just going to work that in well. Always powder before I contour, even though I am going to cream contour today. But this cream contour kit, it does dry down really well to like it's not a sticky finish, which is good. Sorry. I'm going to use Bare Metals 301 from Real Techniques. It's the shaped contour brush. I like the brush end, but I don't like this part of the brush. It's got edges on, if you can see, and it's not nice to hold, and it's got a weight in the front end, and I don't like the weight. It's supposed to help you when you're using your brush, but I don't like it. I find it heavy and awkward, but I do like the end of the brush. MAC do one, but I can't find it on the UK MAC website. The only site I can find it on is the US one, and it's practically just the same, and it's cheaper. I think it's about £16, where this was 22. But to import it, sort of, you know, like import it, my eyes started to water. But the thing is, by the time I got import charges, you know, handling and whatever, postage, it was going to bring it up probably to more than this. So I ended up getting this one, but there's things, you know, those two things at it I don't like, but I can work with it. Right, I think I'm going to use the middle one today. I don't want too much of a dark highlight. So what I do is just dab it in the highlight. It doesn't look like you've got anything on your brush, but I assure you have. And then I'm going to start up by the hairline and place that and stop, always stop about there, sort of middle, well, side of your eyeball. I mean, if you want to suck your cheeks in to get your, you know, proper line, you can. And then just blend up. Too much on there. And just the same on this side. I think actually I like the darker one better. It's a little bit cooler. This one's rather warm colour. And I usually hold my brushes at the end, towards the end, but with this one I feel that I need, because of the weight, I need to hold it at the front of the brush, and I don't think you quite get the use out of the brush properly by holding it too close. But I think if MAC bring their contour brush to the UK website, I will sell this one and buy the MAC one. So I'm just putting it around the side of my temple and across my forehead and down the other side, and just blend. Even though I have a fringe, my fringe isn't that thick, full, you know, and I always contour. I think it just finishes it off, and it's like, you know, if you're out on a windy day and your hair blows back, your contour doesn't sort of stop, it sort of carries on and you look finished. Like that. And I'm going to contour down the side of my nose slightly. And I take that lightly up into the socket here, and then on the end of my nose and down the side a little bit, because I do have a little bit of a wider nose there, and then I use my fingers just to blend that in, and got hair and a watery eye. What do I do with my tissue? You know, I thought I've got this eye better, but it's come back again. It was better, it's come back again. Really annoying. Can't find that piece of fluff somewhere. So there you go, and that does slim down your nose somewhat. And then I'm going to put a tiny bit under my bottom lip, because that gives the illusion of having a fuller bottom lip. But my bottom lip isn't too shy on its own. So as I get older, I'm seem to feel like I'm losing my top lip. And then I'm going to put a little bit under my jawline and join it up at the side there. I've put quite a bit of weight back on at the minute, and I haven't got much of a jawline at all, and I have got to get rid of this weight before summer. I haven't been getting out to get very much, well, I haven't had a lot of exercise at all with my arthritis in my back and my knees. I've been having quite a bit of a bad time of it at the minute. So I haven't really been getting, I haven't been out very much at all really. And just shade that in so that it blends away, because you don't want a dark line just underneath there, do you? I'm just going to show you the difference in these two contour colours. This is the one that I've used, obviously you can see that one. And then that's the one that I didn't use. But you can see the difference in colour there. And I think I actually prefer this one. I think this one's a little bit too goldeny orange type colour, and I do sort of prefer the darker one. Yeah, I do. So. But it looks okay when you've got it blended through. And then I'm going to use my Rockateur blusher. I know all this isn't foundation, but it's what I put on my skin, you know, obviously every day to get ready. And I think it just builds up your face, you know. So I think it is, you know, the routine, the full routine. I'm using Real Techniques, I think it's a stippling brush. I got a bad brush. It all fell to pieces, practically all fell to pieces. And that was after the first wash. And I could not find my receipt to save my life. So my husband sort of had to put it back together, and it's all jiggledy-piggledy, and there is a dent in the middle. So I don't know what happened with that. So I'm using this blush. It's really pretty. The name's starting to rub away a little bit now. So just dabbing in there. And I dab it off on the back of my hand because it is quite a... If you put it straight onto your face, it can be quite strong, as you can see. And I just buff that onto my skin. It's amazing what blush does. You know, when you just got plain colours on your face, you know, like your foundation colour, your contour colour, and then you put your blush on and your face just comes to life, doesn't it? Taking that up into my hairline, and sometimes I just add a little bit over the contour. So I'm just going with a different light to make sure I've got both sides the same. This blush is sort of a cross between pink and like a beigey type of colour. It's really pretty. I need a little bit more. There you go. And I think we'll put a little bit of highlight on. I used my blusher brush. I didn't bring my other brush down. So I've just taken that on, like on the edge of the brush, on the side. So I'm just going to lightly take that round in a C shape. And then just blend that in. Because I don't want too much highlight. Just blend it in. Yeah, that's enough. And then, oh, I do need my smaller brush. Where is it? It's right in front of me. I did bring it down. This is just a brush I got in a set. It has no name on it. Quite a nice brush. And then I'm going to carefully, just a little bit, contour down the centre of my nose. Can't go in a straight line to save my life. And then Cupid's bow and a watery eye. And there you are, there you have it. Put my fringe back. Oh, it's a mess. Excuse me, we get a brush. It's looking a little bit greasy. I used my face oil and I think I must have moved my fringe when I got oily fingers. It was only, my hair was only washed yesterday. A fringe wants cutting too. So there you go. That is my my foundation routine. I'll zoom you in a little bit so you can see it a little bit closer. I'll pop my fringe back for you. But yeah. Messed it up again. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed this this video, and I'll see you again soon in another one. Bye for now.